Hello everyone, MFPallytime here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. In today's video, we've landed on Malthael, the Angel of Death. In, I believe, February of this year, Malthael received some significant changes. He was one of the best characters in the game for quite some time. He just had so much sustain. Part of the reason for that was Tormented Souls used to give him some armor. So, he puts his trait, which does some damage over time, and then lets him siphon healing off of everything around him with Soul Rip. He would put his trait on everything and also have armor. If you coupled this with characters like Uther that could give him Divine Shield or even more armor on every single cast, he kind of just ran rampant. This, however, was nerfed. They removed the armor from Tormented Souls earlier this year and reduced the cooldown on Last Rites. And Last Rites has a built-in quest that allows you to lower its cooldown even more if you use the ability correctly. So I think what happened was kind of like how Mephisto, god damn it, I did it again. Kind of like how Malthael over here kind of just sustains through everything. We showed that off pretty well in the A through C video for him. I think Malthael is doing that too, but he's not a tank. He's supposed to be an assassin. So they made the assassin parts of him a little bit stronger, like Die Alone here. If this used to be on minions, if you had your trait on minions, then you couldn't proc the extra damage here. Now, as long as only one hero is in range of your Q, you proc this extra damage. It doesn't matter if minions have the thing on them at all. They made the assassin parts of him more assassiny, and the sustain parts of him less sustainy, I guess would be a good way of putting that. He used to dominate the top lane. I haven't seen him in a while. We'll see how it goes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves in Sky Temple today. The friendly team: Malthael, Orphea, Abathur, Nova, Kael'thas. The enemy team: Nova, Abathur, Raynor, Jim Laner, Thrall, and Tazdingo. This kind of seems to be my normal quick match matchup with Malthael here. I really do feel like he's a character that relies on a tank and a healer to keep him alive because he needs peels in the middle of these team fights. But I never seem to get them. We're going to pick up on a pale horse. This is a 20% movement speed increase while we are mounted. Soda. It's definitely soda. You fucking northerners that say pop, that is weird. That is weird. I don't know. Do I just go soak? I think I just go soak. I think I'm just gonna abandon this. Just go do my thing up in the top lane. A lot of Malthael's build variety seems to have gone out the window. I'm not really sure what caused that, but from what I can tell, people mostly focus on his Q ability now almost exclusively. Jim Raynor pushing up into the towers here. We'll just go ahead and put this on him. This is our E ability. It allows us to send out our trait in a pack. All right, well, see you later, bud. Don't fuck with me. Okay, I know a lot happened there. Basically, whenever there's fire on a target, that means our trait is on the target, and we can siphon life with Soul Rip away from them. Shit, I guess I shouldn't really leave. I don't know, I got really low. I'm gonna leave. And that's with Soul Rip. That costs 25 mana. It's on a 2-second cooldown. And basically, we just suck the life out of anything, which is really nice. Our W ability is Wraith Strike. This allows me to teleport to a target that has the Raper's Mark on them from our trait. And then our E ability is Death Shroud. We send this out. Anything it touches gets our trait on it, like this Jim Laner here. And then we just kind of trade, and we usually win. I think. I don't know how this fucking character works. As this game progresses, our ability to go in and deal Q damage just gets higher. For instance, Die Alone, single target Soul Rip has been increased. Abathur was kind of babysitting Jim Raynor here for a minute. That minute is now gone. Thank you. Good ganks up here in the top lane. I can push in this time too. I'm feeling relatively healthy. I think my issue before, the reason I left before, was I didn't have a lot of mana, so I wasn't feeling really confident in trading with someone else. But you know, whatever. The objective's coming up in 28 seconds. Jim Raynor should be back any time now. So I guess I didn't get too much pushing done. On the Pale Horse does allow me to rotate pretty quickly. I don't know if I'm going to be using that at all. Yeah, those guys are full health. Die alone should give me a pretty significant advantage in this lane. Yeah, look at that. Dude, that's night and day. Holy crap. Alright, I'm moving up to the objective. Actually, I might just move around and try to gank him again. No, he's going down, so I'm going to stay up. Thanks, Vision! There seems to be a duel of mercenary camps down in the bottom lane. I wonder if it's also a duel of Abathurs down in the bottom lane. We do lose our Kael'thas, our Salami, a Shalanore. He did go for the right quest at level 1, though, so he can't be that bad. Draw looks like he's going to be rotating up here. So I'm going to get a couple more shots, and I'm going to back away. I thought I had Sippy Cup. I do not. Well... People just keep walking up to me and then they die. I mean, obviously I know Nova was there. Obviously know Nova was helping, but that's just not my normal experience when I play Malthael. I usually just kind of get fucked. The enemy team's mercenary camp has won the duel of the bottom lane. The friendly team's slightly ahead on XP. I imagine. It will return. Yeah, our Abathur's doing a good job soaking. Cool. We're going to pick up Cold Hand here. So our Soul Rip now slows targets. So Jim Raynor trying to run away over and over in the top lane, overextending, but man, he's trying to duel. I can't really do that anymore. We're going to have to jump back to this Nova. I'm going to escape to get it. Try to escape, try to get away. Not going to work, it looks like. You augmented. I was going to say, I could fucking go back in on that. I might still. No, don't do that, pal. Oh, that's scary. Oh, that was scary. Oh, I'm going back. So we know there's two relatively in the top lane. Looks like they made their way down to middle. The enemy team now moving ahead on XP. Jim Raynor pushing his lane again. Let's get up there. What's our mounted speed? 150%. Holy shit. Let him move up. Let him touch the wall. Don't show yet. Hey, bud. I legitimately don't think he can get away from us. Uh-oh. I don't win if he has Abathur. Uh-oh, boys. I feel like there is a talent that I actually really like here in the early game. Yeah, Blackheart Harvest. I really like that. That was kind of my go-to last year when we played Malthael, I think. Yeah, I wish I could give you a little bit more insight as to why his focus is now on his Q. I looked at the patch notes and kind of like everything was nerfed, right? Maybe Q was just nerfed less than everything else. I suppose that's a possibility. Orphea is dead as this objective is coming up. Well, and this is my problem with Malthael. His abilities are so focused on going in and sticking to a target that it's really, really easy to develop Greymane Syndrome. And just kind of, well, I was already here. I already attacked. And now I'm overextended because the enemy team claps on me. And when the enemy team showed up, my team walked the other direction. You know what I mean? Okay. Can we as a group stop saying cancer for bad things? Cancer and AIDS are like serious diseases. Can we as a group agree to not do that? All he's doing is being main camera material Jim Laner. He's just pushing the top lane. This is all Jim Laners do. This shouldn't be that surprising. Fuck! So much damage. What the fucking shit? Alright. On the move. We should probably try to contest this. I think they're going to go for that. We do have last rites now, which is basically an execute on an enemy hero that's low on health. So, for instance, here, probably a good idea. If he doesn't have the dingo. Hey, it works! So, we have one quest stack now. This quest stack lowers the cooldown of our ability by 15 seconds? No, by 5 to a maximum of 15 seconds. Which means we can cast this motherfucker all the time. Which is really nice. They're still dead. We should get this camp. I'm trying to keep this team focused. Trying to keep them on the right path here. I'm going to keep pinging. Can we take camps relative? I mean, I guess anyone could take this camp without taking damage, but it doesn't really seem like we're getting ahead on healing or anything. What the fuck are you doing? All right. You got a little too brave there, buddy. Now I'm feeling a little too brave. I'm also noticing that Malthael has some crazy mana problems. Way more than anything I would have expected him to have.
There goes the fort.
All right, I'm going back. We are going to pick up increased healing from Soul Rip. Basically, if you're looking at our talent tree, all the dominant builds right now. I looked at several guides. I looked at HotS logs. I looked at the data. You know what I'm saying? All the guides are kind of just pointing towards, well, if it has a picture of your Q on it, get it. I like how Gym Raider's been doing nothing but pushing top this whole fucking game, but he still hasn't gotten it. What are you doing, Jimmy? Nice damage. Got him.
That was just me.
Got our quest stack. I'm really happy with that trade. Hopefully Orphea could soak top, no problem. The enemy team is getting bottom. This guy's unkillable, so we need to make sure we don't put our trade on him again. But she can get this, no problem. He's just escaping down. He's here. Okay. That's all right. Look at this battle that's happening. There's a whole other game going on here that you and I don't know anything about. So I don't really feel like I have sustain, which was kind of his thing when he came out. I mean, I guess I have damage. My spells are super mana costly. Way more than I ever thought. Oh, we can see who Orphea doesn't like. Jeepers. Way more than I ever thought they were. Let's try to grab this vision. Jim Raynor up on the objective right now. The friendly team's afraid of boss. I mean, I'm not too afraid of boss. I'm kind of afraid of her. If I could jump in, that'd be great. See what I mean? Like, if I can't engage, I just took half my health of damage, and I don't have an easy way of getting that back here. The enemy team did get boss. Looks like whoever pinged that was correct. I'll grab a sippy. Head on down to help defend it. I actually grabbed on a pale horse because I was expecting to be roaming around getting a lot more XP. Turns out I'm using it to get up to the top lane quite often. Because Jim Raynor has not left it. Yeah, I'll be right back. They can defend this, no problem. Him and Avatar, man, look at this. This is weird. Well, see you later.
Wow, took that one like a champ.
Gonna ping some danger here. Orphea's killing some minions in the bottom lane when we're losing the keep. Nova was over here while we were losing the keep. Kel'Thas responded to it. How's this quest going? 19 out of 20. He's going to be pretty survivable here soon. He went for... So, just giving out general advice, not necessarily making fun of this guy, right? The W build is better the worse your teammates are, right? So if they're dumb enough to spread the bomb, then you get value out of your talents. If they never spread the bomb, then you don't get any value out of your talents. That being said, this enemy team hasn't really clumped up much at all. Did Jimmy leave his lane? Holy fucking shit. Alright. Objective's top.
My magic flows through the temple.
Let's head up.
Guardian.
On my way.
Do not let
I kind of wanted to get that mercenary camp in the bottom lane, but I didn't do it. We see Nova in the lane in front of us. I'm just going to try to clear this a little bit, give us a little extra time. Our Nova, however, is already engaged. I don't really have anyone I can hit, and I'm going to die.
Wow, did that one like a champ.
And again, this interaction is kind of my impression of Malthael in Quick Match. This kind of doesn't change. I think he's very different in draft modes, because you have protection. They're there to help you. But like Nova walking in by myself means that we have to go in if we want the engagement to be even. I just happen to be the first one there on my team. Baby girl, I know you're trying to find someone to blame. Nova,
We lost a fort.
we didn't go into that as a team. Baby girl, I was gonna blame Nova, brought it back a little bit. All right, let's see if I can help out here. Imagine that, Jim Raynor's pushing the top lane. So they can't get boss. We're 2 levels down. Top lane's done.
my temple's
I would
power
like to get this bottom camp really fast.
Symbiotic link established.
are stronger than I believe.
Try to get some map pressure on these guys. I mean, I know they have an Abathur too, but gotta try to do something. Yeah, his camp clear's not bad at all. Oh, also, his auto attack got a cleave on it. Because they nerfed his ability to actually put his trait on stuff, they gave his auto attack a cleave. So I probably don't actually need to be using my E ability like I have been.
Okay,
Well,
that was
all
just
right,
mean.
great. Wonderful. Couldn't get in range to do. If I had my E, if I didn't use my E on the minion wave, I probably could have gotten up there. This is great. Having a great time on this character. Can't imagine why I don't play him at all. I liked him more when he was about just living through everything. I thought that was way more fun. I also really like this Memento Mori talent and this Black Harvest talent, but their win rates statistically aren't that great now.
Our core is under attack.
Okay, bottom lane's getting pushed in, boys. It's getting shoved in. Gonna ping for some assistance here because our complainer is just farming the top lane. All right, how can we get in here? How can we make this happen? I legitimately don't understand. Oh Lord.
To learn to pick
All right.
ourselves up. Hey,
Great.
attacking our core.
Oh, good.
Our fort.
Good, I sat still for a fucking hour. Waiting to respawn, and then I die in 3 seconds. I mean, I walked up and put my fucking trait on her, and I was spamming Q. That's how I survived. That's all I had. Come on, Nova, get to 20. You could do it. You could do it, Nova. You could fucking do it. Nope. Not gonna do it that way. GG. Third time kill, my bad. I mean, do we give him advice when he says that?
Oh, rats.
You picked the right level 1.
MVP.
Oh, man. Hard game. But I could probably sit here and play this all day and have pretty similar experiences. Like, he's just not a character that I can make work without my team hard carrying me to make him work. Every time I play him in quick match, I have extremely similar experiences to that. I remember the last time I played him was maybe around the time that these changes went in, and I ended up with double-digit deaths, and I was pleading to my team. I'm sure they thought I was being toxic, but I was pleading to my team, how can I help you? Because I had a bunch of ranged characters, right? We go into the fight. I immediately become the focus because I'm the only melee in range. I'm doing everything I can to try to drain life from them and actually survive. But the ranged characters on my team want to remain at range because that's where they're most effective. So I feel like I can't engage. I suppose the answer to this is just to sit back and wait for damage to be done. But it seemed like we were losing those team fights pretty hard. So, difficult character, I think, to play in quick match. But again, he's fine in team boats. In team games, he's he does all right. The top lane meta, which is where he kind of shines, has shifted away from damage characters, and it's more your tanky Urels, Leorics, and Blazes that just kind of clear the lane and poke at each other for meaningless damage. So I don't know how well he fits into that anymore, but he is simply not a character for me, and you know what? That's okay. Another character not for me, Medivh, who got some changes this year. Let's go ahead and take a look at him next time. Thank you all for watching. See you guys then.